pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikkeler is doing here.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Elden Ring was a success and benefited not only from software but also me. The game blew past all expectations, and I think that is in large part due to the world and story crafted by From Software in collaboration with George R. R. Martin. In 2022, it's undoubtedly true that Elden Ring was the peak for video games that year, and with the competition it faced, that's impressive. Elden Ring's story was amazing. It featured memorable characters like Margit, Mohg, Morgoth and Godefroy, who you battled, accompanied by just as memorable and distinctive musical tracks. There were ups and downs, and in the end, we discovered that the Elden Ring was the friends we made along the Elden Way. So when it was announced that even more were to be added to the mythos of this universe in the form of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, it was met with pure excitement, and rightfully so. The DLC content from Software games have always proved to be some of the strongest. But with the excitement followed a question. What is the story of the DLC? Can someone explain it? Well, my dear viewer, I'm here to atone for my sins of getting a few factual claims wrong in my previous Elden Ring video.
And with the upcoming game Elden Ring now in my possession, I thought I'd do every single one of you guys a favor by spoiling the entire thing in grueling detail. Here we go. So we travel to this casino world where everything is bad, and we learn that rich people are evil people and bad because they do bad things and they profit from bad things done by the good guys and the bad. Wow, this social commentary is something that nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, saw coming when it comes to the From Software games. But I guess there's a first time for everything. They end up failing, and the entire mission was pointless. And meanwhile, on the ship, our other characters are fighting the baddies until the baddies somehow blow up the place where everybody is, and everybody dies until they don't. You see, the general on board of this ship was actually Superman. So she can fly now. So she does. And it turns out that the Elden Ring were the friends we made along the way.
So hear me out, and I'll explain to you what the story of Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree entails. Months ago, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree official gameplay reveal trailer released to the public, ending the wait of Elden Ring's hiatus and confirming that From Software were actually working on a DLC. Although this was marketed as the official gameplay reveal trailer, this is far from true. The video uploaded to Bandai Namco Europe's YouTube channel is actually the Dark Souls of gameplay reveal trailers, meaning that you can't just look at it on the surface level. Many things were hidden in plain sight. Most importantly, that which was hidden was the fact that this wasn't just a gameplay nor story reveal trailer. What I found by analyzing this piece of media was a thorough plot synopsis detailing the entirety of Shadow of the Erdtree. That includes characters, plots, and much more. In the DLC, you play as the same Tarnished who beat the base game, but there's a twist. In a move that shocked me to my core, the developers chose to to put the DLC in our current time period. More specifically, Shadow of the Erdtree takes place in the middle of the Israel-Palestine conflict that is currently ongoing. If you guys keep up with the news, then I think you can understand my shock, as this is very topical. The way the developers were able to achieve this goal was in a move that can only be considered genius. Say it with me, a multiverse story. You see, that cracked egg, which was visible in the reveal trailer, is actually a portal into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, multiverse, and by entering, the Tarnished finds themselves plummeting into Earth 1218, which is the designation given to our reality in the MCU. There's absolutely no limit to Hidetaka Miyazaki's genius, and it continues because this multiverse has a multiversal twist that you will not see coming. In 2019, coincidentally the same year that Elden Ring was revealed to the public, Miyazaki watched The Joker and had a thought. And so he did what Todd Phillips had failed to do in his original attempt at a Joker origin story. Miyazaki has turned Elden Ring into a musical. I've not yet played through all of the DLC, so I will not be able to reveal all the songs that are going to be present, so instead I'll present some highlights. There are 3 main bosses who you face off against in the DLC, each of which are accompanied by a musical number. You start off the DLC after entering into the multiverse portal egg and reach the Middle East. Here you'll be met by the first adversarial challenge, a boss fight and musical number against an IDF soldier. We get a glimpse of that fight here. As you can see, the woman is dressed in blue and white colors, which is a reference to the Israeli national flag. It's a long fight, and in terms of previous FromSoft battles, I would have to say that it most closely resembles the Bed of Chaos fight, but instead of doing this, you're avoiding Israeli missiles. We then transition smoothly to the second battle, which is to be fought against Hamas. Finishing off the DLC, we go on to then fight the final battle. And who will we be facing off against? Climate change. To truly realize what kind of political art masterpiece this DLC has become, it's only right that we tackle the issue of climate change, which is done through a tactful and fitting rap battle. The Tarnished versus climate change, to unite Israel and Palestine and put an end to the conflict. In the end, like always, we succeed, defeating climate change, uniting the two, and bringing peace to the region. So, will you be playing the DLC after hearing this plot synopsis? Because I certainly will be. There's a certain beauty that From Software always has been able to produce when handling the Soulsborne series. From Dark Souls to Bloodborne and Sekiro, each of these offer unique and memorable experiences that allows the player to think deeply about what they've achieved through improvement, which is why I see this new move towards political commentaries and Marvel multiverse stories as the most genius of moves from Miyazaki and the rest of the developers. Elden Ring was good, but it wasn't political, which means it's bad.